For many families, planning a vacation becomes more difficult as travel prices continue to rise. According to the U.S. Travel Association, airfare jumped nearly 6% in August, while hotel fares also increased, leaving families with tough decisions about whether and how to travel. Well, military families are among those balancing higher costs with the need for their time away. But guess what? Today we have Jen and Chris, co-founders of the blog Wise of the Armed Forces. Ladies, how are you doing today?
Doing great. Thanks for having us, James.
I appreciate you being with us because, and so do the families too. Trust me. What made you become interested in travel and sharing your experiences, ladies?
Absolutely. So, military life and traveling go hand in hand. And that's something that we learned really early whenever we married our husbands and both moved thousands of miles away from everyone and everything that we knew. We found out really quickly that we wanted to see our family, but it was painful to have to use all of our vacation time and funds just to go back home. So we wanted to be able to find a way to marry that with also traveling and gaining these new experiences that we were seeing our husbands do through their jobs in the military and how much personal growth and development comes from that. We wanted a little bit of taste of that too. So being able to bring the two together and see our loved ones in a new location was just the best thing that we could make work. One thing that my family and I did while I was stationed in Washington State and they were in the South was we came together in the Canadian Rockies and just had the best time.
Jen, how are rising travel costs affecting the way families plan vacations?
You want me to chime in? This is my favorite question to answer. I love talking about practical ways that military families manage hardship because we do it all of the time. It's not new to us to have to jump over some hurdles to be able to go see our loved ones. And it starts quite honestly with leave. We're told we get leave, we try to take leave, but sometimes that leave either gets taken away or denied for a variety of different reasons. And that's one small barrier that we're used to. So rising travel costs are just another barrier that we're managing. And I like to think that military families are incredibly creative in the solutions that they come up with to do that because we have to be.
Mm-hmm.
All right, before we get further, I'm going to get an identification here. Jen and who's Chris?
Jen and Kirst.
Kirst.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to cut that out. All right.
Sorry.
That's okay. Okay. Now, Chris, what makes travel planning especially challenging for military families who we know sometimes are living paycheck to paycheck?
Yeah, well, managing hardships isn't a new thing for military families. We're so used to having to jump over a few hurdles to be able to do the travel that we want to do. And it starts with getting leave. We're used to that where you think you're going to have the time off and it might get pulled away from you. We're also managing our kids' schedules, our extended family schedules, trying to find that perfect date and then put in the leave. But always front of mind is the budget. We're always trying to make sure that our money goes the furthest that it possibly can. And like Jen was talking about earlier, we want to be able to get creative with those solutions. And military families are so good at that. It seems like the solution would always be just go back home to where loved ones are, but actually that might not be the most cost savvy way to do it. So we love seeing a meet in the middle situation or some creativity with some of the perks that are out there for military families to make your dollar go further.
All right, Jen, what budget-friendly advice do you have for families planning trips right now, especially during the holidays?
Absolutely. So, like we were saying earlier, holiday travel can be a little dicey for military families when it comes to the leave schedule. So, we love to utilize traveling in the off peak seasons because you have a better chance of getting leave, but it's also more affordable. Also, we are big fans of utilizing our credit card perks so that we can minimize the cost of that airfare. Like you were saying earlier, it is definitely rising, and being able to use points for that to bring that cost down is huge. But there's also so many other perks for military families like Armed Forces Vacation Club. They have a free membership for military families, and the benefits that they offer are insane. Right now, they're actually running a Veterans Day sale through November 14th that is $329 for 7 nights. It is insane, and an offer that we definitely want military families to know about.
Chris, where can we go to learn more?
Oh my gosh, you can go a number of places. You can start with afbclub.com. That's where you'll find all those discounts like Jen was referring to with the Veterans Day deal and so many more exclusive opportunities for military families. And that membership is free. So you don't have to pay anything to take advantage of that. And then you can learn more about us, Jen and Kirst, at wiseofthearmedforces.com. We're also on Instagram where we're connecting with other military spouses, building community support, and sharing tips like these and resources that help military families.
I've been speaking with Jen and Kirst, co-founders of the blog Wives of the Armed Forces. But Kirst and Jen, no matter what your husband's rank are, who's the boss at home?
Always
Absolutely. And they know it.
I like that. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us on Morning Blend. I appreciate it. And have a great holiday.
Thanks for having us, James.